For Dr. Mike Rudabaugh, this is Matt Titus. Welcome to ArcGIS tutorial number 2, Loading Business. So we've already developed our study area. We have our polygon of Coles County. And in this tutorial, we're going to learn how to extract market research data using this ArcGIS platform. We have a number of options available to us in terms of accessing data that will be valuable to you as you develop your business plans. And you're going to want to know where your competitors are, so we will learn how to do that here today. And you're going to know how much they bring in annual sales and how many employees they have for each hotel, well, for each business in your area. So let's turn the page to page 2 and start with step 2. We're going to come to our business analyst menu, 4th row down from the top, and expand our submenu. We're going to find Add Business Listings and click Search, which will bring up our Add Business Listings window, and we'll choose the classic view, which will expand it. And you might notice that this says Business 1. This is actually the second take of this particular tutorial. So when your business listings window pops up, it should just say Business. And we can highlight that now and rename it. We're going to, for the sake of our tutorial today, we're just going to say it's Hotels and Motels. And we're going to assume that we are a business owner wanting to open a hotel in Coles County. It's already populated a couple of things, and your dialog box should be blank under location. But let me show you how we got Coles County. We came over here to select, and now we are on step 4 on page 3 of our tutorial, and it brought up our select location window. We can choose this center radio button. It says search inside the features of the polygonal layer specified, and it pulls up the study area that we have opened. So whatever study area you have opened will automatically populate in that window there, and that's what we want. So we'll click OK, and it brings us back again to Coles County. And we also want to enter the NAICS code. So we're now on step 6 on page 5. So we'll choose Select. And just to kind of show you what the window looks like where you choose your NAICS code, this is the business type dialog window, and you'll see that our keywords box is empty. Okay, so we'll type in hotels. And in the center of the box, it populates a number of different NAICS codes, and the one we've checked, since, again, this is my second take in doing this tutorial, we'll check the center box of code 721-11002. And it automatically, when we check it and uncheck it, you'll see at the bottom, it populates the code and the description in the bottom box. And we'll click OK. And that brings up the single code there. Now you can use multiple codes when you're searching for your business. You can enter several codes in there, as many as you'd like. But for our purposes today, we'll just use one. So we are on step 10 on page 9. We'll click Finish. And as you see, the ArcGIS program has populated these small dots that indicate where these hotels are located. And you'll see that they are clustered in certain areas along County Road 16, on the Mattoon side and on the Charleston side. In Mattoon, also along State Route 45, going south of town to close to Lakeland, and then again north of DeWitt Avenue. And we have another hotel on 4th Street in Charleston. So as we see, these dots are kind of small, and they're a little hard to see. If you were to make this into a map, they're a little small. So let's come over here. We're on step 11 on page 10 of our tutorial. We'll double-click our small symbol, and we have our symbol selector window. The color right now looks like it's navy. It maybe didn't look like that on our map, but we can change it. We can pull up the color menu and come down to black, or whichever color you please. And on the tutorial, you see that our size is set to an 8, so we'll change that. We'll increase the size to 8, and you see the symbol grow, and we'll click OK. Now, our symbols are much easier to see, but then again, on the hotels here by Interstate 57, they're so close together that the symbols have kind of started to merge. So we can double click once more and we can drop it down to say 6. Let's drop it down to 6, and still the dots are easier to see and they're a little easier to tell apart in that area. So let's change, let's turn now to page 12 on step 13. We're going to want to open up some of the data on these businesses. Let's right-click on our layer, hotels and motels, and our submenu that we pull up has a lot of different options, but the only one that we want to look at right now is the attribute table. Our attribute table is quite large. When yours pops up, it's going to be small, so this is after the screen has already been maximized. Once you maximize your attribute table, you'll see many different businesses in the county, many different hotels in our case. And the columns we're interested in will start with sales vol and emp num. Sales vol just tells you how much money each of these hotels brought in the last year of business. So we'll right-click there. We'll sort from a descending to put the biggest business at the top. And as you can see, the biggest hotel, most successful hotel in Coles County is the Baymont Inn and Suites in Mattoon. And these numbers are expressed by 10,000. So if we add 3 zeros to the end, then we'll have an accurate picture of how much money each business has brought in. And we're on now step 15 on page 14 of your tutorial. The other data from our attribute table that we'll look at is the number of employees that each business has. And as you would expect, the more successful hotels have more employees. And if we were actually looking to start a hotel, now that we've opened our attribute table and looked at the map, we can see that there are certain locations that are going to be better for a hotel to be located in, how many employees we should expect to hire, and how much in terms of annual sales we can expect to make or have a goal to make. What we want to do next is going to take us out of our business analyst GIS map. So we'll close our attribute table and we'll come down to Google Chrome or whatever browser you're using. Our NAICS codes, and this is for any business that we care to choose. So instead of hotels, now we want to search for furniture stores. Now on step 16, we said go to www.naics.com/search. And that's where we found ourselves. So we'll enter the furniture stores in our NAICS search box, like on step 17 of our tutorial, and we'll click search off to the right. And in step 18, we see that our search results have shown us several large-scale options that we have, and the NAICS code we are interested to analyze right now is the top one, 442110. So we'll check that first NAICS code, and it shows us exactly what kinds of businesses fall into this code: bed stores, furniture and appliance stores, just plain old furniture retailers, mattress stores, office furniture stores, and these are the categories of stores that fall into our NAICS code. And then the top businesses under this code are listed here, several in Houston, Orlando, wherever. Like we said, this is a national data set, so all of the best performing furniture stores will pop up here under this NAICS code. That concludes tutorial number 2. So in summary, we now know how to map exact locations of our potential competitors and related businesses. We can estimate the potential sales and labor workforce of our business located in our study area, and we conduct industry sector analysis to map our businesses with similar products and services and customer bases and have a look at where our competitors might be. Thank you so much for following along in tutorial number 2, and we will pick up where we left off for tutorial number 3.